I had some requests early on for a status report on this old 850 that was parked for probably 20 years, kind of unknown, but it was covered with lichens and moss, and engine was badly stuck. Tires were rotted off of it, the back tires, and it showed up in my yard. Now that's a story in itself. About 2 years earlier, a neighbor who sometimes acquires farm lot machinery asked me if I was interested in a Jubilee that had been sitting, and I said I probably would be, but we didn't discuss a price, and I forgot about it. Well, 2 years later, he notified me that he had dropped it in my yard, and sure enough, here was an 850, not a Jubilee. That's okay. I'm happy to have the 850. It was indeed stuck. I'm going to clip in a few pictures of what I found, but it's very rusty, as you might see. It has a blue colored engine, and when I took the engine apart, it was in really very good shape, except for being stuck. The valves were original Fords. There was no step at the top of the cylinders. What wasn't stuck looked good, and so I attempted to get it fixed. I did have to take the head off. I soaked it for about a month, but it didn't loosen, and I'll show in the photo how I got that loose. It seems to be a pretty solid tractor. I did not put a sleeve in it to where the engine was stuck. Probably should have, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money on a tractor that I knew nothing about. So I threw a set of rings in it, put it back together, got it running, and I'm proceeding from there. What I did find was that it has the vane type hydraulic pump, which won't prime. I got it primed once, but every time I shut it off, it loses its prime. So I'm going to convert it to a piston, or possibly to the gear type pump that is available. I had an extra set of 8N wheels and tires mounted, so I threw them on here so I could move the thing around, and it's now running except for the hydraulic system. So we'll see where that goes. Took a few new parts. The battery box was totally rotted away, as well as the wheel rims, at least one wheel rim, and the air cleaner was rotten as well. The hoods are welded together and are not very good shape, but we'll see where it goes. I'm hoping to get the hydraulics and 3-point working, and hopefully I will put it to duty pushing snow this year. So I may have more reports, and I'm going to include some photos of the engine disassembly.